actually we're here and we're talking about investing. We're talking about stocks. We're talking about dividends. We're talking about making money, make money for you. If he learns how to do this stuff at a young age, his father can get him trade accounts. He could put a little bit of money in there. He can start investing into some things. He can invest into some cheap stuff, turn some profits off of some cheap stuff. Learn how to do it. By the time he's 18 to 20 years old, he could be a trading guru. Then at 24, he could be a millionaire. And instead of making millions of dollars being punched in the face and having Hot Wheels shoved up your behind, he could actually make millions of dollars paying attention to what changes. So when I was just telling you guys about being angel investors and investment capitalists, venture capitalists, you can find a company, find a business model. If it looks good, and most business models look good if the person knows how to write a business model. But if you find some where the market is needing that particular type of business model, where you can clearly see profits in that particular type of product, you can invest in that product, you can put that product into something that's going to give you some profits, and it could be higher profits than the average market value. But because you invested in a company, you're kind of going to get those tax write-offs. You can even use some of your shares where you can get the tax deductions off of that business's expenses and get equity from the company and have a percentage yield in that company where you're overall going to bring back more money. Because if I invest in your startup and now I can use all of your business's debt as my tax deductions, I am making so much money because that's money I don't have to give Uncle Sam. So if you've got all of this extra money lying around, you can make tons of money with your money just by helping somebody else make money. That's the cost of doing business. People don't think about that. People only think about, I'm gonna get paid for my presence. How much presence do I need to put into making a certain quantity of money? That is all a lot of people are thinking about. And because of that, they're not actually putting forth the effort to try to say, oh, I'm going to make money while not being present. I'm going to make money by knowing somebody who wants to be present. I'm going to make money by paying 5 people to find 5 people to make money for me, where I've got 15 people finding 50 people, where 150 people are making money for me, where I don't have to do anything but sit in a nifty chair and talk about a nifty investment book that allows you guys to make a ton of money. That's what I'm about. See what I'm saying? The hardest part of my day was the internet malfunction. Where the hardest part of some people's day is that Joe Schmo didn't show up for work today, that Ally McBeal called out sick, that somebody got fired. Hardest part of their day is that now they've got to do double work. Even harder, they've got to train somebody and do double work. Even harder, they're understaffed, they've got to train somebody and they've got to do double work. But in no one of those situations are you getting paid extra money for your presence. You're getting paid for your presence. And if you work, they appreciate it. Well, technically they don't. They expect it. Because if they appreciated it, you'd get benefits. The only benefits that you get, especially if you're working in fast food, is they might not sell the food to you. They might let you eat it for free instead of charging you for it when the policy says that they're supposed to charge you for it. As long as their waste is low, they'll let you eat for free because they're allowed to count that as waste. So as long as you tell the boss, hey, I'm going to get a sandwich, the boss can write that sandwich off as waste. That's how they show you appreciation. But you're going to get free food. You're going to work, but you're not going to get extra money to pay your bills. You're not going to get extra days off. You're not going to get paid time off because very few companies are giving out paid time off. And the companies that are giving paid time off are only giving a week's worth of paid time off out of 365 days. So out of 52 weeks, you're only going to get 1 week off, maybe 2. If they're giving you sick days and vacation days, you're getting a total of 3 weeks out of the month off. And that is all you're getting. So that you're expected to be there all the time. And if you put in overtime, they're not going to give you extra. They have a cap on how much overtime. They have a cap on how much vacation time they're going to give you. They have a cap on how much of PTO time they're going to give you. They have a cap on how many sick days they're going to give you. And they also have, when you reach that cap, use it or lose it. So after you max out, at some point, you're going to have to cash out on some of them days, take a couple extra days off, and rework your schedule. But you still got to be present. If you miss too many days from work, you don't have a job. You miss too many days from work, you're going to be getting unpaid leave.